Okay, hi, this is Coach Don. I just want to welcome you to this short little video on how to create a problem-free 2012, a whole life that begins this coming year, 2012, without any problems whatsoever. Now, maybe that's a tall order to wrap your brain around, but I want you to know that it's actually possible and it's actually doable, and anybody can do it because I've done it. And if somebody like me, simple little guy, can do this sort of major paradigm shift in your life, then you can do it too. So I'm here to explain just one way, one what I call mindset that you can put yourself in that will eliminate problems. Now on the retreat, the upcoming retreat, which is called Your Perfect 2012 Retreat, the dates are January 7th and 8th, and you can still get in. There are about 6 spots left. And I really want you to consider whether launching 2012 in this absolutely cool and fascinating and empowering way could be something that would be good for you. So in the retreat, we're going to talk about 3 different strategies, 3 different mindsets that you can use to eliminate any problems in your life. Really, literally. No problems. Having a problem-free life. That's what we're going for. No problems in 2012. So sometimes that's a really tall order. But those 3 strategies that we're going to talk about and work with in the retreat itself, they'll do that. Today, I just want to give you just one of those strategies because just one of them will take you miles and miles from where you are today. And in these videos, I've been sharing the different ideas, the concepts, and the practices that we're going to be diving into in the retreat. So this is another one of those. It's a very, very powerful idea and a life-changing idea and a very simple idea. So here it goes. In order to get rid of problems, one way to do that is to take a situation that you're struggling with and redefine it in your mind. Not so that it just changes the wording or the ideas that are embedded in the problem itself, but to actually change your experience of that problem. And there's a very powerful, very profound, but very simple way to go about doing that. And here it is. First, you define problems in a particular way that allows you to look at them with new eyes. So what I'm talking about is to have a definition for problems that goes like this. That a problem is a situation in your life that's causing you pain or misery or dissatisfaction, that you have only one or at the very most 2 choices that are in your hands to do. 1 or 2 choices that are you're looking at as being the only choices that you have. So for instance, if you're having trouble in a relationship, for instance, and it looks like your choices are either to stay or to go, that's a problem. That's a good definition for a problem because it's causing you misery and pain and suffering, and there's only 1 or 2 choices, stay or go. Okay? A problem could be something like you lost all your money in this great economic downturn that's happened, and your choices are to keep working at a job that you absolutely hate or be on the street. That's how you see it. Stay in the job, live on the street. Okay? So what we do in our lives, and this actually causes lots of problems, believe it or not, is that we define them based on polarities. The problem is either this, the solutions are either this or they're that. That's it. One or the other, one or the other, one or the other. And what we do, we spend a tremendous amount of our time and our energy and our mind power bouncing back and forth between these 2 polarities. Boom, 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 over and over and over again. If that's how we're defining problems, and that's one way that I would suggest that problems can be defined, is that there's situations in our life that are causing us pain or suffering where we see one or at most two choices in solving them. Then what Einstein said about insanity applies. That if what his definition of insanity was that we try the same solutions over and over and over again, expecting different results. That's a problem. I think that's a really good definition for what happens with this thing, this bouncing back and forth, or with a singular problem where you're just looking at it. It's just one thing to do, one thing to do, one thing to do, and you're doing it over and over and over. I'm yelling at my kids, I'm yelling at my kids, I'm yelling at my kids. Trying to get them to do this, to do their dishes, to clean their room, to get them to stop sassing you, whatever. Yelling, yelling, yelling. Grounding, grounding, grounding. That's what we do as people.
3:30.
We find, thank you, Victoria. We find one singular solution, and we go after that solution wholeheartedly, which is a wonderful commitment we make, and it absolutely keeps us stuck in these situations that are problems. So, if we define a problem that way, and we follow Einstein's wisdom, then here's the solution. Find more than one or two choices. That's all you have to do. And all you have to do is put down on a piece of paper one choice, the other choice, the bouncing back and forth choices, and then go over on the piece of paper, make yourself a little box, and in that box, put a third choice. Put the third choice in that box. Once you do that, it's no longer a problem. Because our definition of a problem is a situation that's causing us pain or misery with one and at the most two choices that we see in front of us. So if you come up with three, then you no longer have a problem. What you have now is an opportunity for you to grow and evolve as a person. Because if you can come up with one more, then you can come up with two more choices, and three more choices, and four more choices. And that means that in any problem situation, and I guarantee you, in any problem situation, there are more than one or two choices, but we don't see them. We get stuck. If you can come up with one, and then two, and then three, and then four, what you have now is an opportunity to be your creative self, to grow and to learn and to be the very best that you can be through this situation, rather than being stopped and